Welcome back. You are listening to Real Talk with Brian and Dan on 1150 KKNW.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Dan. And our first guest today is Deb Sogge with the Sammamish Chamber of Commerce. Now, having worked with corporations and small businesses, both internationally and locally, Deb has come to understand the differences and challenges these entities deal with. Marketing and promotion is Deb's passion, and she is inspired by watching businesses grow. Deb's passion led her to the Sammamish Chamber of Commerce, and she has become the first ED in 2008. And she was her first their ED, what is that, Deb?
Executive Director.
Thank you. Okay. Became their executive director in 2008 and then the CEO in 2018. Deb is privileged to meet and work with a variety of business owners and reps as they work together to grow their and bring prosperity to Sammamish and the area beyond. Welcome to our show, Deb.
Thank you so much, and I applaud you for having it.
Well, you know, it's something that Brian and I started about a year ago. I think we're on our year anniversary, and it's about highlighting real estate, but also, and really most importantly at this time, local businesses. And I know that you're a champion of that. So before we get into the business part, though, we always ask our guests to go down memory lane and give us a memory of the home you grew up in.
Oh, okay. Well, I grew up in Edmonds, Washington, and it was a very small town with not much going on, just running to the beach when we could. And then I lived all over and came back here after living overseas too. And what a difference it was when I came back in 1987. But
the place had changed quite
very
a bit.
Different now.
Oh, yeah.
As you know about Edmonds, it has changed dramatically.
Yep. Deb, what do you see the job of the Chamber of Commerce now during the pandemic?
So the Chamber is fulfilling a job of being an associate, being a friend to the business, being there when they're upset, facing challenges, not knowing what to do. They can call, they can email, and we're still promoting them. So a lot of things, as you know, came out with restaurants and different businesses having to close. So that's where we're coming in to help quite a bit.
What are some of the difficulties that businesses are experiencing from your point of view?
Well, because there's a stay-at-home order, a lot of them have had to close their doors. And right away I was receiving calls the first day from restaurants. What do we do? And so they took up takeout. They added themselves to DoorDash deliveries and Uber Eats and all these things. And then they had to be promoted so people would know they can still go and get food. So we organized different plans, marketing plans for different restaurants to promote them. We've got them on Facebook now with the Chamber highlighting each of them. We've got them on our website too. And
okay, to come back to that, Deb.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to go to the sammamishchamber.org, they're going to be able to see all the restaurants that are members of the Chamber of Commerce and kind of what they're up to. Is that right?
Yes, and we've also included non-members as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're trying to help everyone in the community.
That's great. Any plans for doing more as we go forward here?
Yes, we've worked with some of the independent contractors like photographers. We have a photographer that is going to document by photos this time in history, and she'll be starting out this week photographing people that are waving from their home office and saying, "Hey, we're still here, we're open." But she's, doing that from the street, so she's physically distancing.
Social distancing, but also promoting. I heard somebody make a suggestion to have a photographer go around and take Easter photos of everybody.
Yes, that's another thing.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, she's recommended that, but there aren't too many people taking her up on it yet. And she can, photographers can do this from a little distance from you. They don't have to be right on top of you.
It's definitely one of those historic times, right? Where you could actually cement something that's, we could all take selfies and stuff like that, but
not the same.
I know our neighborhood is planning a progressive Easter brunch.
Great.
I don't know how we're doing it.
You're doing it like a barbecue outside?
No, everybody bakes a dish and then sets it out for people, and I don't know. It's cool.
Why not? People are being creative right now.
You got to be creative. Yep.
Yeah, that's important.
Brian, I think you got a question.
Yeah. What kind of things should businesses focus on during the stay-at-home restrictions?
Yeah, there's still a lot businesses can do during this time, and they feel very frustrated that they can't just do their ordinary job. But what they can do is they can update their software, they can organize their files and their databases, and they can still phone and contact people by email as well, and do Zoom and, meetings online. So there's a lot that can still go on. In fact, my painter is asking people to schedule and get bids for their painting of their houses now, and they get a discount if they do that early. So he can be assured that he has jobs in the future, and they can be assured it's all planned out for them.
Yeah, I would say painters, definitely landscapers are still functioning.
Right.
Those are still some of the businesses. So once the stay-at-home order has been lifted, what can business owners do right now to ensure that they get back on track quickly?
Well, I think they can use their creativity they used during this time to catch up on everything they weren't caught up on, and they can be in better shape to open their business the day after the day it opens for everybody. But there's a lot to do with partnering they can do ahead of time, because we recommend, for example, painters work with maid services, all kinds of services, and restaurants partner with other services that need them. And if you set up these partnerships ahead, when you actually open again, you will have more referrals than before. So partnering with other services that complement you is a good thing. And start that now so you're ready to go. And
one of the things,
go ahead.
One of the things that I've done with some of my key service providers is I've prepaid for services, realizing once they get cranked up again, it's more important for me that they stick around than to worry about the money right now. And so prepaying them for services puts a little cash in their pockets, but also it helps continue to build our relationship.
And so I thank you. I thank you very much for that, because there are people doing that with salon services. Everybody's needing a haircut right now, and it's frustrating you. But, buy a gift card, pay ahead, and that's a gift coming to you as soon as the home order is lifted. So.
Well, I know for me, I've been trying to reach out to a couple of places that have hair services, not for a gift card, but just for a donation, because I know a lot of the providers in that industry, a portion of what they make is off of the tips, right? So some of that money is gone. So I would love a connection to somebody. So we can promote out there in the community, hey, just donate last month's haircut. We all know your hair looks terrible. So just donate, because I'm going to take a haircut, right? Basically, when this is all said and done. So we might as well help them out. So if you have connections, Deb, I would love for you to connect us with some.
We've got some. And you bring to mind another thing, and that's nonprofits. So we want to remember that nonprofits are not necessarily getting the donations, having their fundraisers right now either. So this is a good time to think about those nonprofits that you love that do a lot for our community, and try to support them. We've got them in our directory at sammamishchamber.org too, if you need to know about some.
Great. Now, are there resources for business finding funds in this time?
Yes.
What do you got?
So we've got them posted on our homepage at sammamishchamber.org, but we are also notifying people through our newsletter, so you can sign up for our newsletter online, and at our Facebook. And a couple of them that are coming to mind are paycheck support. You can get that, and the ACT, the SBA is, and you mentioned an ACT too that will help, the SBA and the Stimulus Act and all those things. SBA is giving, CARE Act, that's it. I couldn't remember all of a sudden. But there's a lot out there for business people to apply for, and even people that normally wouldn't qualify for unemployment do now, such as independent contractors.
Yes.
So Deb, I got a tough question for you. I need you to take out your crystal ball. So how do we plan our future when we don't know when we can be back to business as usual?
Well, first of all, you assume you are going to be, and you think positively. This isn't going to last forever. It seems like it right now. So what you need to do is what I suggested, and what you suggested is keep marketing your business. When you're in a downtime like in 2008 and 2009 was, this is the best time to market because you don't want people to forget about you. So be sure to market yourself. There are affordable ways to do that. For example, the chamber does it for free when you're a member. But you keep marketing, and when that business, when it opens up and is lifted again, you get right back to it. But you've found creative ways to do business because of the time you've spent, the months you've spent at home.
Yep. Tough times don't last. Tough people.
They don't last.
Right.
Nope.
So Deb, one more thing is the chamber gets together. They have events, all of those. Are you guys still getting together? Are you doing Zoom chamber events?
We are doing Zoom events. We're planning a big one where we'll answer some funding requests that businesses have. And we're also planning a town hall meeting. We're not quite sure yet how that's going to happen, but it's going to be with one of our council people.
Nice.
Pam Stewart's going to help us with that.
Nice.
And so, we haven't been able to meet like we do at luncheons, but we've been having daily meetings. There isn't one day that doesn't go by without a meeting.
Oh, great. And I'm guessing people can find that information on sammamishchamber.org.
Yes, and the newsletter. And I highly suggest signing up for the mailing list with the newsletter. You'll get emails that are information that you normally wouldn't get. And watch our Facebook.
Awesome. The chamber really does a great job connecting businesses. What type of partners should we be looking for?
Okay, so realtors, absolutely, as you know, look for partners such as mortgage companies, banks, accountants, and even people that do home services because they talk to the people that live there and they're looking for help. So when they're selling their house, whatever, storage places are great for realtors. Anything that you would think would need your services or your people to sign up for their services. So I would highly suggest that you think about it, such as there's that wonderful hot yoga place in Sammamish, and they're going to do some things online to help you exercise and do yoga, but also they've got partners that are available for them, such as people just coming through their grocery store talking to one another at 6 feet away, or talking on the meetings that they have daily and how they're missing the contacts and the physical athletics that they need to do, exercise.
Awesome, Deb. Deb is a great connector. I want to encourage all of our watchers and listeners, go to the Sammamish Chamber, get connected, reach out to Deb. I'm sure you will find a benefit for doing so. Thank you for coming on the show today,
Thank you
Deb.
very much.
Thank you, Deb.
So after the break, we're going to be welcoming Danielle Miller and Jimena Mazzetti with the Hot Yoga Experience, who will be sharing with us how to stay fit, maintain a healthy sanity, be healthy and maintain sanity, which could all go together, and stay connected with your community. Come on back after this short break for some more Real Talk.